So I've been thinking about how to introduce my videos, how to say hi and goodbye. Seems like to be a YouTuber or on YouTube making videos, you have to have like, a vegan cyclist says, yeah. Or some people say, what's up guys? I don't know. I'll think about that. Maybe I'll have something clever to share with you, and that'll be my thing. I also heard that to have compelling and interesting YouTube videos, you have to smile a little more. And it turns out 50 to 60-year-old men are in a category of people that don't smile very much, so I'm going to try to do better. The other thing I heard is you can be a cute young girl and wear yoga pants on video. So those are two ways to get a lot of attention and have compelling videos. So since I can't be one of those things, I can work on my smile instead. Anyway, I'll try to do better with that, if that's important to you. So today, one of the things I mentioned the other day is I've been watching a lot of videos because most of my wintertime training is done on the indoor trainer, and I've been watching cyclocross videos. So in honor of that, today I'm going to try to do a little cyclocross type of riding in my yard. I have 10 acres. I do have some mountain bike trails, which I might hit those. We'll see how muddy they are, but I may just stick to the grassy areas and I can get in a little bit of riding that way. It's 38, kind of breezy, but the sun is out. And in the wintertime, I like to get out at least a couple times a month. So this might be a good opportunity to bike a little bit. I've also got some new tires to try out. So my history of gravel bike tires are, the first ones I used were 32 millimeter Gravel Kings, these ones here, which I had on this bike over here, which is a Specialized Roubaix. Great bike. It's got a little bit of suspension up here, about 20 millimeter suspension. It maxes out in tire width that it can handle at 32 millimeters. So it's more of a road bike that can handle a little gravel activity. I did that Dirty South Roubaix ride last year on that bike, on the 32s, and I survived it, but I was really wishing I had a better setup. So I did buy a better bike this year. Not a better bike, a different bike this year. This is a gravel bike from top to bottom. It's a Cannondale Topstone. Right now it's set up on the trainer. It has kind of a road setup on there, my road wheels. So I do a lot of road riding with this bike. In fact, almost all my road riding is on this bike, and all my gravel bike riding, or gravel riding, is on this bike. So what this bike came with was a pretty good set of tires. They're WTB Riddlers in 37 millimeter, which was a good tire. That bike will handle up to 45s. So for my recent birthday, I asked for an upgrade and I got it. My wife was good to me. So I got some 45 millimeter Cinturados. These are Pirelli Cinturados, Gravel M. Now some people like the Gravel H's, which has a milder tread pattern, not quite so chunky. This one is made for more mixed terrain. Since I can't have all the tires in the world, I need to choose the one I'm gonna be able to do the most things with. So that's why I got the one with the chunkier tread on there. It rates really well. They're not a cheap tire, and we'll see how I do with this. So I'll take this off-road, do some yard riding, and maybe pretty soon in the future I'll do some gravel riding, and we'll see how it does. I'll have to play with the pressures and figure out what pressure works best for me, and I don't know. I'll mount those up today and I'll get out and do a little riding in the yard. I'll try to capture a little video of my backyard cyclocross attempt. Well, I decided not to do the harder lap. I'll save that for the mountain bike. I'll just keep doing some backyard cyclocross for now.
Well, it lasted 1 hour. It's getting cold out here. It's probably down to 35 degrees or so. The wind's picking up. Toesies getting a little cold, but I ain't complaining. I was happy to get outside and get off that trainer. Those tires did real good. I felt good, comfortable, never lost traction. I wasn't as fast as I was on other tires, but that's fine for wintertime training and for chunky stuff. I'll take it. If you're wondering what kind of sweet gear I wear, these glasses are from Rural King. I won't be putting a link in the description. Oh. It was a good ride. An hour of doing loops around the yard was kind of plenty for me. That'll be good to keep my brain and body occupied, but I don't think I'd want to do 3 hours of that. I did 1 lap on the mountain bike trails, and that was a little bit too rough for the gravel bike and stuff. I could do it. I mean, if it was a race or something, I could do it, but for piddling around the backyard, it just wasn't comfortable enough. Overall, I had fun. It was hard. I've been doing nothing but zone 2 for the last, I think, 7 or 8 weeks. So now it's time for me to start doing some harder work, start doing some intervals and some VO2 max type training and blah, 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 boring stuff. I won't post too much about that. I'll do an occasional video of what I'm doing, but that's it. Time to start ramping up for a race I have first weekend of March. It's a 100K gravel race called the Dirty Southward Bay. That's kind of what I trained for last winter, and I'm training for again this winter. And it's a really good race, a lot of fun, really challenging. So I'm really working hard this year to do better than I did last year. I did fine last year, but I know I could do better. That's it. Talk to y'all later.